still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah, it used to be
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. This pass out wide to Hall. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Marty, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And some room to work. 25 yards to pick up there. Also a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that he sees plays like that, strong arms in the right, reminds him of the 1860s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On first down, right back to Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? the score 7-0. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there to bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago.
All year from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Jackson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Just shy of the 40. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Someone's showing in this game. I made a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And check down, complete to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 7-7, our score after 1. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is taken at about the 14. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
As general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to Pickens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
George Pickens, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by Maher is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And Sharp calls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown.
That's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I
saw on tape in college? Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 23. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
21.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and hurt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Jackson. There's Hall. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Boy, shifts past him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Garoppolo on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete.
says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up to their partner because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They run it with Hall off the option. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Give him 18 on the play.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's going to be an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the ball break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give running right is home.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Give to Hall running right.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
157 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hall again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Bucks with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. What's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Talking about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game.
It's under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He finds Wilson. And some room to roam now. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
A 51-yard gain. And the Bears.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Straight ahead is Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West